Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Cal's offense takes the field. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Skips away from pressure.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Warren. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. Turning it on. Got the first down, looking for more. He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone with the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So BYU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it
breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He's got him. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bachmeyer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Got his man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Bachmeyer. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The short hands, it's King. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And the Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Corrals it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. On target to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Unloads to the right. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. Coming up, 4th down.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him, they're right back.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's King. There he goes. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 35 over USF. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. BYU lines up quickly.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and miss this ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
13, BYU, 0.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Back open in the middle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Second down coming up.
Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're dealing with a second and long.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick strike complete. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Late touchdown here. Probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dan.
It's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another